Cops have killed another, I don't know, 9 American citizens. So another 9 American citizens have been executed by American cops. And when I go through all this, I have meticulously taken notes for each and every one of these, because you don't want innocent people being killed. You don't want innocent people being killed, and there is a crime wave, so it's getting warmer. There's more criminals out and about, and then there's more criminals, so therefore there's more police. But it's also warmer, so therefore the police are just as, you know, they're getting all randy, and they're getting all joshing, you know, they're getting all randy and just joshing with everybody. So yeah, I blame the warmer weather specifically, but still we can't let any of the stories slip through the cracks. So there's been 9 executions, and from what I can gather, most of these seem to be justified. Most of these seem that the cops are on the right side. They, you know, give the person plenty of time, but they pull out a gun, they're firing at people, they're firing at the cops, they're firing at innocent folks. They have no choice. They pulled up the arm, the, you know, gun was in the hand. People have a right to defend themselves, and ultimately in the Wild West, if you pull out of your holster, right, you got a gun and it's holstered, you have a gun and it's, you know, put away, but the moment that you pull it, the moment that it is pulled, so if you already have the gun in your hand, that's the Wild West, you know, just when you pull it, then all bets are off. You pulled your gun, so you intended to pull and shoot. And you do have a right to defend yourself. If somebody tries to shoot you, you have a right to defend yourself. Of course you do. So most of these are justified. I'm going to start out with the one that I think is, you know, ridiculous, and then I'm just going to go through each and every one and give the general notes that I have here. And this just happened. It's, you know, April 8th right now, 2021. These are all things that have happened late March, early April. Some of this April 7th, you know, April 6th, April. So yesterday, the day before. This one is February 4th of this year, but they're asking for the videos. There was another one that they're wanting, they filed a wrongful death suit, but it was 2019, so I was like, that was way, you know, 2000, it was way forever ago, 2 years, that was forever ago. So it does seem like a lot of shit has happened since 2019. Whew. 2019. Those were the days, huh? Those are the good old days. You can go around bike riding, walking your dogs. Nice, peaceful. It used to be nice and peaceful around here. So, okay, the, what the fuck? We're going to start with the what the fuck one. Like I said, most of these seem like they're justified, but here's one. In Takoma Park in Maryland, you're going to have an off-duty Pentagon cop. I didn't even know Pentagon had police, but apparently they have police. And in the pre-dawn era, the Pentagon cop, he's off-duty. He goes out and, you know, if there's violence or if there's some major stuff, he's got a right to make an arrest. But he's off duty, so, you know, probably plain clothes, plain vehicle, what have you. He thought that there was 2 people that was breaking into a car. He thought 2 people were breaking into a car. Bam, 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 now they're fucking dead. So these are 2 executions. This just happened yesterday, I want to say, around yesterday, 2 executions. And the only thing that we know is that the cop ordered the suspects to, you know, whatever, cease and desist. They didn't listen to him, and then they ran away. They ran away in their car, and the cop shot. Now, if it's just running away, but, you know, what were they up to, right? So that's all we know. We don't know who the cops are. We don't know who the 2 dead people are. 2 dead people are. All we know is that we have 2 dead people in Maryland, Takoma Park. An off-duty Pentagon cop in the pre-dawn hours thought that 2 people were breaking into a car. He kills both of them. He tells them, stop what you're doing, and then they get into a car and they run away. And as they're running away, I guess he didn't want to chase them. He shoots them, and I guess he shoots them through the car, and they keep driving away. But then eventually they check themselves into the hospital where they're going to die later. So they're probably, you know, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. The part of me thinks, like, okay, they seem like they probably were stealing this fucking car, right? Pre-dawn hours, 2 people, they're running away from the guy. What's he, you know, what are the orders? It's not like, The cop is on administrative leave, so he's got a paid vacation. But if we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt, so maybe they were trying to get into their own car, you know, their own car. They locked the keys in the car, and he asked a friend, and they were out there trying to get into his own car. That's possible. Cops are yelling, he gets scared and runs off. But I guess it almost seems like it's more likely that they probably were breaking into the car. And then when the cop is sitting there yelling at them, you know, they were in the middle of doing shit. So then they took off and ran. Maybe they were smoking pot. Maybe we could say they were just, you know, hanging out and about, and they were smoking marijuana, and they were just by a vehicle. And he was just like, "Are they by the vehicle because they're going to steal something?" So there's the best case scenario. They were just smoking pot, off-duty cop, thinking, "What the hell? Why did they buy that vehicle over there? They're just smoking pot, shit." Well, worst case scenario, they were actually breaking into the car, and the cop didn't want to chase him, and so he shoots the car up, which you're not supposed to do that. But if they were doing some dumb shit, yeah, this one I got more questions. You know, I want to believe that the cops did the right thing. I want to believe that the cops did the right thing, but the fact that he's off duty, it's pre-done, and it said that he thought they were breaking into the car, it almost makes it sound like they weren't breaking into the car because he only thought that they were. He only thought that they were, but it comes to find out they weren't. That's how the article's written. So yeah, Maryland, Pentagon cops, off-duty Pentagon cops could go around killing, I guess, anybody that they want to love birds, smoking weed. So okay, that's the biggest what the fuck case. The rest of these I think are pretty justified, so let's just go through. Honolulu, Hawaii. You had 6 criminals that are connected to this case. The cops are going to kill a 16-year-old. The 16-year-old is driving a stolen Honda Civic. It's linked to violent crime, so he's in a stolen Civic that was linked to violent crimes. You got an armed robbery in Moilili area, burglary in Kamuki, purse snatching in Waikiki. So you have armed robbery, burglary, purse snatching, Moilili, Kamuki, Waikiki, all these different cities in Hawaii, same Honda Civic, all these violent crimes. I don't feel like this 16-year-old is totally innocent. They're going to say the cops try to stop the 16-year-old. They see it's a stolen car, and the 16-year-old is going to run. The 18-year-old is in serious condition. The 14-year-old is in serious condition. The 22-year-old, he was evaluated at the scene but refused to be escorted to the hospital. So, yeah, the 16-year-old who ran, they're going to just shoot up this car and they're going to kill the 16-year-old. He's going to get executed. The 18-year-old is in serious condition, 14-year-old serious condition, so more people might die from this Honolulu, Hawaii case. And 22 years old. So you have 4, different individuals ranging from 14 years of age, 14 to 22 years of age. But it just feels like, what are you doing in a stolen Honda Civic that's connected to all these, I'm sure, and then there's 4 guys all, are they innocent? Is there, I don't know, it seemed justified. Redding, California, Shasta County, near River Street. So there was a low jack alarm tipped off the police. The low jack alarm, it said that there was a white Ford F-250 that was stolen, a 2004 white Ford F-250. The low jack alarm triggers 911 is looking for a stolen 2004 white Ford F-250. They find him. This happens April 6, 2021, 1 p.m., Redding, California, Shasta County. So the cops, they try to stop, they find the cops, or they find the cops find the stolen F-250, and they pursue it, and the pickup runs into a sedan. It runs into a car, and there's 3 people in that car. There is a mother and 2 children. So this person that's in this stolen F-250, and I think that they have a real rifle. We're going to see a BB gun rifle too. And that one, God, why would you have a shootout with the cops with a BB gun? Put the BB gun down. The jig is up. What are you going to shoot your way out of the damn situation with the BB gun? No, you are not. So the cops stopped. They found the F-250. They pursue the F-250. They're chasing the F-250. And then eventually, I want to say they stop chasing them because it gets dangerous. But the pickup runs into a sedan. It runs into a pickup truck. So it runs into a car with 3 people, a woman and 2 kids. So already you stole a goddamn truck. You're driving around like a psycho. You've hit a car. You've hit a woman. And you hit a pickup truck. The guy jumps out. And a woman drops out, too. I think that maybe it was the other one. But the man in the pickup jumps out. And he starts running with the armed rifle. An armed rifle. He's running with an armed rifle, a real rifle. He actually goes up to a house and he's yelling at the girlfriend, help me, or whatever. And then she just kind of shuts the door, just kind of closes the blinds. He shot once, twice at the cops. There's once at the pedestrian. Looks like he's about to steal the car, and he just shoots one up in the air. This is going to be 26-year-old Devin White Eagle, Kai Kindle of Reading. He shot one round first in the air, and when he did that, so it looks like he's trying to steal a person's vehicle, shoots the shot up in the air, and get the fuck out. And as soon as he does that, a cop shoots him dead. Brandon Brown has a video of him running around. I'm sure this was, there was pandemonium around the city for a while. For a minute, he's running around, driving a pickup truck. It's stolen on one block, on another block. So you had 4 cop killings in 5 months, 3 of them female. So the cops in Redding, California, have already killed 4 people in the last 5 months, and 3 of them were female. He was running on the railroad tracks. So this seems justified. Now let's go to, Aptos, Santa Cruz. There was a man shot, but they said that he lived, which is remarkable. There was weapons charges, meth charges. He was shot several times. Sometimes we'll get a report where it says that the police, or that the, suspect, the citizen, is okay, and then it comes to find out, oh shit, no, he's dead. No, he died. But I'm hoping that the shooting in Aptos, Santa Cruz, turns out okay. In terms that he lives. 23-year-old Tyler Green of Oneonta, New York. So some small city in New York. There's a domestic violence call between a girlfriend and a boyfriend on River Street. And Tyler Green is going to get shot in the chest. Mayor Herzig is going to have a press conference about it. This is going to happen at 1:30 p.m. near Fody's Bakery. So 23-year-old Tyler Green of Oneonta, the city of Oneonta. Ralph Pajerski is the cop that killed him. So Ralph Pajerski is the one that kills Tyler Green. Now, it's a domestic violence situation, boyfriend and girlfriend. They go to River Street, and then, apparently Tyler Green has a knife, and that was it. Has a knife, lunges for the cop. The cop shoots twice in the chest. Shot Tyler Green 2 times in the chest, and now he's dead. This seems okay, but it's in New York, and so I kind of feel like if it's not okay, they will have a proper investigation of this, and they will find out. So part of me feels like it's in New York. They'll have their investigation. They have a proper investigation. New York knows what's going on. They got their shit together in New York. Now, Iowa, on the other hand, the Iowa DCI, they are going to retrieve a Red Ryder BB gun. You'll shoot your eye out? No, you won't shoot your eye out. You'll wave it around, and a cop will shoot your head off. So you have, 1 a.m., a 911 call. Somebody says there's a man with a long gun out in the street. They find the man 5 blocks down. This is Black Hawk County deputies. So 2 Black Hawk County deputies, Iowa. They meet the man. And apparently the man's suicidal, right? Or he's fucking insane. And they said that they had pointed the gun at him at hip level. And so I don't think he was pointing the gun at them, but he just had the gun at hip level, swinging it about wildly. And so therefore it was within, the gun could have gone off and it could have shot the police, and the Black Hawk County deputies actually didn't do anything, didn't shoot. It's going to be a Waterloo cop. So a city cop is going to witness this man swinging this Red Ryder BB gun around, and he's going to kill him. So I guess he thought he was going to save the Black Hawk County deputies. Even a BB, it wouldn't have hurt, but it does. I mean, what call do you make if it looks like a real gun? You can't pretend that it's not. And a lot of times those BB guns and those fake guns will have like an orange. They'll paint orange at the end of the tip. So what do you do? What do you do? They pointed the gun at him. They said there's a bullet hole in a Waterloo cop windshield, which I don't know what that's about. Did the guy shoot at him with the BB gun? Why is there a bullet hole in the Waterloo squad car in their windshield? And why won't they talk about it? They're acting like it's a secret or some shit. So the cops wouldn't talk about what the bullet hole in the Waterloo squad car, the windshield, was about. And then this was an article where they said that the person that was shot and killed was expected to survive, but he did not. And we don't know who, the name is. Just No Name Rogers McGee. So No Name Rogers McGee gets killed in Iowa. Okay? Somebody got shot in Aptos, Santa Cruz. No Name McGee. Again, old No Name Rogers McGee is getting shot up in Iowa and Santa Cruz. No Names McGee gets shot up everywhere. He got shot up in Honolulu, Hawaii, too. No Name McGee. At the very least, you'd think if the cops are going to kill and murder the person, they at least get a name, right? At least, maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so now we have 3 more cases. February 8th, Mobile, Alabama. Now you had a warrant for Trey and Tyree. Trey and Tyree is 18-year-old and his brother. I'm not for sure the age of his brother. But 18-year-old Trey is going to get shot and killed. Now, Trey and Tyree, they had gone to intimidate a witness, and they fired 5 shots up into the air, and they're like, witness, don't you dare testify at a burglary trial. So the witness had witnessed them burglarizing other people, and instead of just being good people and then maybe saying, hey, apologizing and saying, can I make good on this? Instead of doing it the proper and the right way. So the cops are going to serve a warrant. This is Mobile, Alabama, February 4th, 2021. The cops are going to go to serve them a warrant for intimidating a witness. And you had Tyree, who was coming out peacefully, but you had Trey in the back that came out shooting. Trey, they said, is the one that's going to shoot the mother in the foot, and then they're going to say that they had to shoot and kill Trey. So Trey comes out shooting, shoots his mother in the foot, they shoot Trey dead, and that's it. 1 in the morning, there's bullet holes in the wall. The cops are going to take the surveillance videos and the cell phones of the family, the Trey and Trey Webster. So they're going to take all the cell phones and the surveillance videos of the Websters. But the article came up because this is February 4th, right? So that's 2 months ago. Shit, that's old goddamn news. That police killing happened 2 months ago. But this is the Webster family is saying, you killed my kid. Give me all your damn videos. What the fuck? And they're saying that the Supreme Court of Alabama said that we've already had a case like this. We don't have to tell you about the thing. Go through the process and you get the damn thing. But if you don't do it right, then you can't get the thing. So, yeah, Alabama's still racist as fuck, right? The state Supreme Court. What the fuck is that shit about? You killed the kid? Give up all the videos. And it was their videos, their cell phones, their surveillance videos. If they're the heroes, let's see exactly. I mean, this, to me, the story of what the official version of the story sounds fun, right? They came out of the bedroom shooting at him. They tried to arrest him. They were intimidating somebody. They burglarized somebody. And then somebody witnessed it, called the law on them, and then they were going to go to court, testify, so then they had to intimidate the witness. And then when they served the warrant on, Trey and Tyree, they came out shooting. Daniel McCarthy is going to be the cop who kills Trey Webster. Daniel McCarthy. So I feel like them not giving the videos up make it seem suspicious. All this seems fine and dandy. But now it's like, what the fuck? Why do you have their cell phones, their surveillance videos? Why wouldn't you give them their own video and exonerate the cops, you know, exonerate the good guys? You're the good guys and you were doing the good thing, right? So the, you know, videotape exonerates them. So that's, you know, that's a question mark. Is that okay? It's okay-ish. Here's another okay-ish. It seems like it's okay and proper and right, but then, you know, then you got these questions like, what the hell? If you were doing your job in the warrant and they were shooting, what's the problem? Release the videos and then we all get to see how great a heroes you were. You saved the day. So if you saved the fucking day, release the videos and then we all could give you, you know, a Medal of Freedom or what have you, a Medal of Merit. Give you a parade. So you have 34-year-old Oakland resident Joshua James Gloria. So this is on Highway 84, March 24th. So this is, God, 2 weeks ago. Forever ago, 3 p.m., 34-year-old is going to, he's going to get killed. He's going to get killed. They said that this is the third cop shooting with the Fremont police in California. They killed one in a hotel parking lot. And they're like, there's hardly any information about it. So they killed somebody in a hotel parking lot, then they killed somebody on Highway 84. 3 shots at that parking lot. They heard pow, pow, pow. But let's get to the Highway 84 shooting. So you had, apparently he was driving a stolen vehicle that was involved in robberies. I feel like that's a pretty big red flag. I don't know, you know, there's been a couple times I've, you know, got into somebody else's vehicle and drove their vehicle, but if I had suspected that was a stolen vehicle, I just don't feel like I'm driving, you know, stolen vehicles that's associated with a bunch of violent crimes all over the goddamn place. If I needed to go to the, you know, whatever the place I need to go there and come back, but seems to me that just like in Honolulu, Hawaii, you got the 16-year-old that's sad, he's young, but he knows what's going on. It's almost like they're a gang, right? They're a gang in a stolen Honda Civic, and they're going around burglarizing people. So, you know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So you have Brian Birch is the cop. He's assigned to the traffic unit, so he doesn't get a paid vacation. Fremont police officer Brian Birch does not, which he probably should. It's probably, you know, traumatic. 3 p.m. police chase. There was a robbery suspect. They were driving a stolen vehicle involved in robberies, and 34-year-old Oakland resident Joshua James Gloria is going to get killed. So that sounds okay-ish. Robbery suspect, driving stolen vehicle, involved in robberies. So what? He's running away and fired a couple shots at the cops, and then the cops had to shoot and defend themselves or defend the neighborhood. Last but not least, yesterday, Tuesday, at Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia's been killing people left and right. This is an execution. 8 p.m. pickup drove straight into the police. Very little information about this. So there was backup. There's 2 people by the truck, in a truck. You had the backup police come. They went to meet the 2 occupants of the truck. One occupant ran away and the other occupant got back into the truck. So it sounds like they were out of the truck. One runs away, the other one gets into the truck, and the one that drives in or gets into the truck drives straight into the police, and then the cops shoot that guy, and then the other guy, I guess, runs into the woods and lives, or some shit. I don't know. But that's the only information we got. That would happen yesterday, Atlanta, 8 p.m. Tuesday, April 7th, 2021, and it was an execution. So they killed somebody, and, you know, like I said, it kind of looks like there's backup, and then they go to meet the 2 people, and then the one runs away. Just running away by itself doesn't indicate guilt, but it does seem like, what's your deal, man? What's your deal, Pickle? What's your deal? So most of these seem justified, but, you know, maybe you'll look into them and see something differently, except for that Takoma Park in Maryland, that Pentagon cop. Pentagon cop just shot 2 people he thought was right. You got to be sure, for sure. You can't murder people unless you know for sure that they're committing a crime. So the fact that he's not for sure, I don't know, seems weird. And it's a lot of executions. Half the country liberals are opposed to the death penalty. We see the death penalty happen all over the country. And it's just right there on the street. Pop, pop, pop. The way it's cheaper, right? If it's a criminal, you didn't have to pay